Captain, say no short, no more, say.
You're going
I'm
down.
not in my own business. You going down.
Come on.
Bleed brutality! You're brutalizing me!
Today I want to discuss a gem from the early 2000s. Something from my teenage years. Let me tell you a little story about Run Ronnie Run. A movie that is multiple things. It's at least 5 things. It's a comedy, it's a drama, it's a musical, an action adventure, and a comedy, and a romance. Did I say romance? This movie proves that the only truth that is self-evident, that a hungry dog eat anything. Right? This movie, a lot of people haven't seen or heard of, even people from my generation. So it's amazing that it went under everybody's radar when it's such a horrible piece of crap, but it's so good. It's so ridiculous. It's so bad, it's amazing. In fact, the 2 stars and writers of the movie don't even want you to watch it. Like, they detest it. Partially because they didn't get say in final edit. But this is a movie you definitely should watch. Put out direct to DVD. It was shelved for a while and then released direct to DVD. Never saw in theaters, as far as I know, other than at Sundance, I believe. It's a movie directed by Troy Miller, who's directed over 126 different things, including episodes of TV shows, comedy specials, other movies, including Dumb and Dumberer, When Harry Met Lloyd, which I will be doing a review on this channel. Another one so stupid you have to watch it.
It was cut for time, not content. Now let's rejoin the film you've been watching.
They've never seen it. When I talk about it or quote it, a lot of them don't get it. I have a few friends that had seen it. They're like, yeah, I love it. It's amazing. It's a great movie. Now, this movie is a direct-to-DVD release, boasts a who's who of early 2000s comedy. We have a huge production company behind it, yet nobody's ever heard of it. How is that possible? It's just a question of the century, really. What if I told you that this masterpiece has this guy from Arrested Development, this guy from Breaking Bad, this lady from Wreck-It Ralph, Zoolander, this guy from Anchorman, this monster, whatever, Uncle Jesse, the South Park guys, Mystique. No, not that one, Yeah, that one. It's even got goddamn Jeff Goldblum in it, okay? It's insane. So many cameos and appearances, your head will spin when you watch it. It's insane. So many cameos and appearances, your head will spin when you watch it. It's got Jack Black singing a song about how to warm your foot with a cartoon squirrel. Where else are you going to get that, I ask you? Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Besides Run Ronnie Run. This movie's partially based on characters by Bob Odenkirk and David Cross from their show, Mr. Show, with Bob and Dave, on HBO. Fans of Mr. Show seem to hate this movie. Like, look at these reviews. It's so torn between people. But the fans of Mr. Show, like this fan of Mr. Show, really do not enjoy this movie.
I am one of the biggest Mr. Show fans on earth. I watched the first episode when it originally aired and every episode after that. I bought the first through 3rd season DVDs. I'm convinced it's the funniest show ever. So when you know the comedy potential of David and Bob, then you see this movie, you wonder what they were even thinking. Even now, if you visit their site, they would tell you themselves it was a horrible movie. You are just left wondering, how can these 2 hilarious guys not make a hilarious movie?
I myself have never really watched Mr. Show, and as a teen, when this came out, I loved crude and edgy comedy. So it was right up my alley, you know. Different strokes for different folks. I think Jesus said that. Run Ronnie Run follows Ronwell Quincy Dobbs, a ne'er-do-well, criminal, bumpkin of direct trailer trash lineage. I myself am trailer trash, so, you know, that's what it is. Ronnie, as his friends know him, is always up to no good, getting in trouble in different neighborhoods, including his own. Cops being called all the time, while he shouts out, "Hey, y'all are brutalizing me." So Ronnie is seen on television by a TV personality / producer, Terry Twilstein, who has had no project ever work out for him ever. In fact, one of the projects they show is a blender that shoots a blade directly into a lady's throat.
Magic!
It's amazing. It's hilarious. Twilstein sees Ronnie on their version of the show Cops called Fuzz and is enamored by him. He believes that this is his ticket. This is his bag. So he flies out to wherever the hell Ronnie is from. I can't remember exactly where it is. He flies out there, tries to talk to Ronnie. Ronnie, at this point, has wrecked a school bus, leaving David Cockner's character broken in the school bus. Probably my fault, Ronnie. I was a little drunk too. Terry sees Ronnie taking off on foot, chases him down, trying to get Ronnie to listen to him, but saying all of the wrong things for a country fellow like Ronnie to hear.
My name is Terry, and I'm from Hollywood. Ronnie, you are not like other men. You've got something special, and I want it badly. Huh? I want to be the man behind the man. I realize I'm coming all over you here, but it's been building up inside of me.
What he's trying to tell Ronnie is that he wants to get him to star in his own reality TV show. Early 2000s, this is the height of Survivor, The Real World, Jackass. All of these things have come out. Maybe not Jackass by the time this came out, but all of these things are on TV. That's what's dominating on TV, reality TV. And this movie has its own version of Survivor, where the people who get voted off are brutally murdered and then eaten by the other people on the island.
And now, we feast.
Chef's kiss. Beautiful, beautiful. How could you come up with something any better than that? So Ronnie agrees. They go to Hollywood, or this universe's hyper stereotypical version of Hollywood, where they go to a pitch meeting, and in the first meeting they meet three people who cannot make up their own minds. They can't make their own decision on anything. And it literally takes Ronnie going, I like it, for them to go, you got it. You got your show. Now with their show and everything on, they move on with production. It's huge, huge hit with everybody in America seeing this rapscallion on their television, getting into stuff, and then being arrested and screaming at the cops, y'all are brutalizing me, spitting on the cameras, going absolutely berserk, completely drunk out of his mind, high. It's insane. Nobody's seen anything like it. They love it. Now Ronnie, forgetting that he has a wife and 3 kids that I don't think I mentioned earlier in the video either, moves into a mansion in Hollywood. He's rubbing elbows with the South Park guys, Kathy Griffin, etc. He literally does everything that a moron with money would do, right? You come from nothing, you're an idiot. What would you do? Spend all your money on lavish things that you think will fill that cavern in you. Well, in the midst of all this, he remembers he has a wife, thinks he wants to be with her, thinks the optimal way to get her to be with him, because she keeps turning down his engagements prior to this, is by showing her how much of a Hollywood prick he's become. He flies her out, wines and dines her, and then introduces her to his new lady friend. That's not what he calls her.
Who's she?
Oh, only the girl I've been fucking.
While doing this, he gets a healthy dose of self-realization. He done fucked up. Ronnie ends up running into somebody on the street while Every Rose Has a Thorn plays. The man asks him if he'd like to find something that might help him feel a little bit better. You think it's a drug deal. Instead, he's whisked away to a spiritual awakening camp where he meets Gail the Snail. Jeff Goldblum's there again. And pays $1,500 to tell people what he truly wants.
I want to love people. Yeah, I want people to love on me.
Oh, that.
Pecan pie. I want angels to make me that pie. I want angels to make me that pie so good. And I want whipped cream and strawberry.
That and to be back with his wife. So he heads back to town. Something that Ronnie didn't know and Terry coincidentally forgot. He made a deal with the sheriff, now governor, that he would take Ronnie away to keep Ronnie out of going to jail when he met him. Right while Ronnie is about to reconcile with Tammy, try saying that a bunch of times fast, he is stopped by the new governor and taken directly to death row.
Nah, I know, man. They said I had to get a
While Ronnie is waiting for his day in the electric chair and his last meal of delicious, delicious waffles, the governor's son is kidnapped by the remaining members of the Survivor show, who have now moved back to the population and decide they want to continue to eat people and kill them. Big mistake. This kid kicks the living hell out of them to a backdrop of an awesome song called Fat Kid Kicks Ass. The kid then tells his dad that he has a few demands of his own, one of which includes releasing Ronnie. Why would he release Ronnie, you ask? Well, because I conveniently left out the fact that Ronnie was super cool to this kid the one time they met earlier in the movie.
Shoot. Out of quarters. That's all right, little dude. You just been done one free service by Ronnie Dobbs.
By the end of this 1 hour and 26 minute masterpiece, our hero Ronnie has his girl, he has his dream Hollywood career, he has all of his friends with him, and he's learned so many lessons. Just want to be yourself. And a hungry dog eat anything. With every edgy joke in this movie, it tugs at my heart because this came out when I was a teenager. I was a huge fan of comedy, still am to this day. And yes, this comedy may not have its place here now, but it had its time and it was amazing. I love this movie. I give it 7.5 out of 11 golden nuts. If you got anything out of this, please like, subscribe, shoot me a comment. You know, maybe even follow me on Twitch. I'm bad at this 69, all caps. IMBADAT this. Whatever, I can't spell. I'm bad at this 69. Thank you all. I love you. Look me in my face. I fucking love you. Kisses for all my very good boys.